this ever happened to you?
Masa lambat lagi lah. Nanti di kelas layan anime lah. Tengok anime? Jom tengok sekali. Tak apalah. Saya bukan otaku macam awak. Otaku?
Otaku generally means a person who is obsessed or has a high interest in animes, mangas, movies, or just about anything.
Saya suka sangat anime. So saya otaku.
No, you may not answer that question yet. There's still a lot you need to know. Now, you might wonder, how did the word otaku exist in the first place? The journalist Akio Nakamori was the first person to publicly write about otaku as related to strange and obsessive fans. Nakamori said that these fans call each other otaku, which he believes an extremely formal way of saying you. Over the years, a lot of writers and journalists tried to define the word otaku as passionate and obsessive, and a lot of other words, but it all comes down to obsession. Now you're probably thinking,
Saya tak nampak apa yang terunya otaku ni. Saya tak faham lah. Apa yang negatif sangat otaku ni?
well, here's where it becomes negative. Coming from a background like this, we may not think liking animes and mangas are weird, right? I mean, it's normal to have an obsession, so it's not wrong to indulge in it, right? But to Japanese, otakus are viewed very negatively, to the point where if one likes animes and mangas, they would have to do it in secrecy. Because if they do it in public, they would have to risk glares, skulls, and people talking bad about them. So for the most part, otaku is stereotyped as someone who is unpopular, overweight, antisocial, you know, the common terms used for nerds and geeks in the US. For the most part, otakus are seen as someone who has a huge collection of their mania, and sometimes this causes them to be unwilling to leave the house or the room, or get a job or go to class. They would just stay cooped up in their room and not do anything, and just indulge in their mania. Now, the negativity towards otaku became worse through the Otaku murder case of 1989. Basically, a guy named Tsutomu Miyazaki kidnapped and murdered 4 children under the age of 7 and performed sexual acts with their corpse. Now, upon further investigation, police found a huge collection of animes and mangas in his room. Some of them were pornographic, which added fuel to the fire. So from this incident sparked other otaku crimes like the Akihabara mass massacre, among one of the many. So for your information, Akihabara is the district in Japan where there are a lot of cosplay cafes and where the anime stores and manga stores are a lot there too. Despite the listed negativity towards otaku, they continue to give a high economic impact towards Japan. Now you might wonder, how is that possible if Japanese don't like people who like animes and mangas? Let's think of it this way. What do you think when one talks of Japan? Animes, right? Animes and mangas have huge market worldwide. So even if Japanese don't celebrate otakus, many other countries like this form of entertainment. So while they, the Japs, have to read and watch animes in their own privacy, we have the freedom to do so without the judgment of others. If all of this has been baffling to you, like you don't understand, you're confused, like how can people see otaku in a bad light, right? Let me give you an example of something that's pretty common nowadays, like the K-pop phenomenon that has affected Malaysian youth for a while. Take a look.
Video sudah keluar, aduh. Apa tu? Apa? K-pop. Ajar gambar tu tengok juga. Sama je.
And that's basically how it is. Otakus are usually a victim of bullying and social isolation. It is usually these situations that led otakus to become hikikomori or neets. In worst cases, it even drives them to commit crimes and suicide. Now I bet you're confused whether calling someone an otaku or someone else an otaku is a good thing or not. All I can say is to take in all the things that we've learned from this video and conclude it yourself. So, the next time someone asks if you're an otaku, you can.
Saya suka tengok anime je. Tak ada yang bergema apa.
Better yet, you can just show them this video.
Ya, jawapan saya. Jadi awak ni otaku ke tak? Okay. Saya tak faham lah apa yang teruk otaku ni. Tak nampak. Satu, dua, tiga. Apa yang teruk sangat dengan otaku ni? Salah ke saya panggil diri saya otaku? Saya tak nampak lah apa yang teruknya.
Kejap. Rexeli.
Ya.
Oh. Saya tak nampak lah. Apa yang teruk sangat otakku ni?